on, and that doesn't really matter because you clicked on this video to figure out what's up with this car. This is a 2003 Mustang. It is just the V6, and it's also fairly beaten and loved, if you can, say the two are hand in hand. I'll show the quirks of it, some weird stuff, what it sounds like, what it's like to drive, and I'll just talk about it in general. I'm pretty used to this car, so this should be pretty easy, and you can, take what I'm saying as the truth, or, well, as a very strong opinion that really kind of reflects on how this car works. So, just look at it here. It's styling-wise, the front, a lot of people don't like it. It's understandable. It's kind of the ugly duckling of the Mustangs. It's mostly because it's this kind of weird tapered thing, and the bumper is very much it's not as aggressive as most people would want a Mustang to be. So, but anyways, having that said, let's show you around the car and its weird little features. So first is getting in and out of the car if you're a passenger. If you look, it is just back and forth. It doesn't, this seat does go forward, I think, and that can kind of help out, but it's still a coupe and it's kind of hard to get in. But once you're back here, there is enough room. They're not adjustable seats, and yeah, it's comfortable, and it's not hard to get in, but it's also not the most luxurious thing in the world. Ugh. That's too hard to do. One thing, first quirk I want to mention, is the trunk button. So on key fobs you have it, and that's great. You click it and the trunk opens, or it clicks unlocked or whatever. And then in a lot of other cars, it's on the driver's side. There's a little button you can click, like down there or something like that. In this car, it's a little weird. It took a long time to find this button, and I really don't know why they put it here, but if you look, now on that side there's nothing there. There's only the hood release button. But in this, it's in the glove box, and you can look past all the insurance stuff. It's this yellow little button. And it only works when the battery's on too. So if your car is dead, good luck getting into the trunk, because you can't. I mean, unless you try to jank. I don't even know if there's a keyhole over there. And it was a stupid idea. Another thing, or a few things on the list of quirks for this car, this how they made it. I don't know. They're weird features, you could say. First of all, this is removable. I don't get it. I guess it has this for a mug's handle, and it's a big mug, you can set it here, but there's so many other things you could do besides this, and we've lost this a couple times. That's not something you want to keep track of. Also, the shifter, it's in a really bad spot, because when you're driving like this, and you want to rest your hand, or if it's a manual, it's just, especially bad if it's a manual, and you're trying to row through the gears, it's really far away. They should have put it here, or at a reasonable spot that someone can reach. Most people who've driven this car before, who don't have long arms like me, have an issue with it being all the way up here, and it kind of makes you reach, and I don't know, it was just a weird position. It's not that bad, but if they had to remake the car, I mean, there's a lot of things they'd fix, but that would be one of them. And then also, you can't see it, I'll throw in a clip now, but in the glove box there's this weird little prongy holder thing. It has, I don't know what the purpose of it is. Maybe cash, money you can stack in there, that if that's a thing you do. Okay, and then the final thing, this car is built poorly, really bad. You open and close the doors, this thing pops out, just like that. See that? That's pretty bad. And there's really no way of fixing it in these SM95s or whatever they call them. So, that is kind of the basics of the interior. The sound system is nothing to write home about. It's not bad, but it's also just a good sound system. So, kind of poorly built, some weird things with placement, and that's basically it, yeah. So let's go ahead and take it for a drive now. Are they gonna stay there?
I'm here.
I think it's gonna stay. I'm just gonna have to watch it as well. I think that's good. Roll them up a little bit. No, stop. Okay, so hello and willkommen to this review. I said earlier we were going to talk about the insides of that car, or this car, and then we were going to drive it. So now we're driving it. So this is an 03 Mustang. It's a V6. It's not a Cobra or anything. I wish it was. Yeah, it's fun. It handles better than my other car, which only makes sense because it's supposed to be sporty. And it's loud. It's very loud.
Yeah, you know, it has a straight pipe, so
yeah,
it's really freaking loud.
Or it's straight piped. So yeah. No, but
that's bumpy.
Yeah, that is bumpy. The inside of it is kinda, but this is for driving right now, and I mean, let's just focus on how it handles. Steering is a little tight. I like tight steering. I don't like loose steering, because when it feels loose, it feels like, you know, anything really could kind of affect the way that the car goes. This is not going to happen. Oh my god. Handling. It handles well. At least for how old it is, it's not exactly precise, but it has tight steering, and it's good enough for like every day. Like, this doesn't do much right here. There's cruise control. That's really nice. You don't realize how nice it is until you don't have it after you've used it a lot, so that's just something. I don't remember what I was saying. It handles well. Oh, we're gonna do a get up and go. 0 to 60. Okay, I'm gonna try to get going fairly quickly here. So that was like 50. So overall, the Mustang isn't an overly powerful car. In fact, I think it's a little underpowered. It has 193 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, which isn't much, but if you were to take out the cold air intake that it has and replace it with a good one, you can probably get it up past 200 a little bit. The engine is a 3.8 liter V6, at least with this one. And like I said, it's not much, but it's enough to have fun. And this obviously isn't a very big performance car, so overall, it's a fun car. It has its quirks, but I think it's livable and it's a lot of fun, and it's also not expensive. So that was my review of the 2003 V6 Mustang. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have a cool car that you think you'd be willing to let me kind of review and show off, just go ahead and leave a comment or something. And yeah, thanks for watching.